All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we got going on today is the pop-up versus Kiki. Before we get into that video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you like what I'm doing or whether you don't. And salute to all my day ones. You guys already know, nothing but love. But check this out. If you don't know who Kiki is, that's 80's brother. He used to be on No Jumper, but then got let go. And he went over to the pop-up. I guess the pop-up isn't his. We all thought it was. But we got the two investors slash owners saying or actually addressing why they let him go. Okay? So with no further ado, let's get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's go.
Football championship games and shit, you know.
USC lost.
Yeah, they finally lost.
USC did lose.
They finally lost, you know, but it was a good run. But, you know, Caleb Williams, bro, that dude's got it hot, you know. He's up for the Heisman Trophy.
TCU, sorry.
TCU lost.
TCU lost
to, wasn't it Kansas?
Yeah. So they lost. That means Alabama might slide right in.
Yeah, well, so, you know, we would know what's happening if we were home watching.
That's true.
We're here, and with all love and respect.
Two-man crew today.
Yeah.
Our engineer producer is actually on days off, so.
Check it out. Next time somebody sends me videos like this, timestamp it. I don't watch the pop-up. I don't care what the pop-up is going on. So respectfully, next time anybody DMs me a video, timestamp it, my boy. It'll make it easier for me and it'll make it easier for you. That way you guys don't watch all this extra mumbo jumbo shit. But let's keep going.
You know, we gotta do it ourselves. We have some answers to. We have questions that are being asked, and we're here to respond to the. I guess I don't want to say drama.
I just say hype. You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, long story short.
The meat and potatoes, like everybody likes to say it.
Yeah, meat and potatoes.
Check it out. The word meat and potatoes, AD from the community or No Jumper, he loves to say that. He says it all the time. That's where these fools probably grab that word from. They also grab their background, their lighting, their couches, their setup, all from No Jumper. They even grabbed up Kiki. You know, so the whole setup or the whole style behind the pop-up is to make it a more urban No Jumper podcast, right? It's hard to fuck with a podcast when you know they're stealing styles. You know, and I don't want to sit here and blame them that they stole the shit, but come on. We're not blind. We're not fucking blind. But let's keep going.
Those, you know what I'm saying? Meat and potatoes. Well, it's like this, man. You know what I'm saying? For those of you guys who don't know who we are and you're watching, just like to, take the opportunity to speak who we are real quick. My name is Rick. I am one of the investors here at the studio. And this is Ralph. You know, he's a good friend of mine, about 25, almost 30 years friendship. You know, he's the other investor. So here.
Check it out. I want to stop it right here because of the whole investor word. There's nothing to invest in. The fuck did you invest in? A pair of couches and a backdrop? I get those pop-up posters printed for 25 bucks. Probably less. Those couches, you're about 500 bucks in. The center table, you're about 150 bucks. You're talking about less than 1,000 bucks for that setup. You need an investor for 1,000 bucks? Listen, if they invested in anything, it will most likely be the cameras and renting out a building, okay? And getting money to give Kiki a upfront bag, if that's what they gave him. Listen, we're not pocket watching anybody, but let me give you guys some game. To anybody trying to start a podcast, some kind of content, a YouTube channel, you don't need an investor for nothing, okay? All you need is your phone. Your phone could be your startup. Okay, that could be your money. That could be the way you earn a little bit of income every month to get your shit cracking. Once you got your little bit of money saved up, then you can invest in a little bit of equipment, some digital cameras, some lights, and go from there. As far as a building goes, all you need is a down payment in the first month, right? And nowadays, you can rent an industrial building or a commercial building anywhere as low as 900 bucks. all the way up to like, depending on how big you want it, but 1,000 square feet is more than enough. 1,000 square feet, about $1 a square foot, $1.25, $1.15 a square feet. And this is going beyond a lot of you motherfuckers' heads, but $1.20 a square foot is just fine. You know, and that's about $1,200 a month. And you can rent your own studio. You know, and then all these couches and these props and all this nice shit, you can get it from the thrift store or some kind of like offer up shit. If you're trying to go the cheaper end route, right? If you got a little bit of bread or you've been in business before, got some cracking to where you got monthly income coming in, then go buy your shit brand new and, you know, go up. But to those that are starting, you don't need no investor, homie. You don't. You know, an investor is the type of guy that likes to drop the bread, right? To get everything done up right, which is cool, right? And then he'll tell you you owe him so much money, then he got you by the balls. You don't need that. You know, if you're a real hustler, if you're from the streets, you can make that money really fast. And to tell you the truth, if you wanted to start a podcast like from day one and have that shit look professional as fuck, you probably only need like 5 racks. And I'm talking about 5 racks to buy good equipment, you know, and set your shit up to look nice. You know, you don't need a lot. And if you come from the streets, 5 racks, you grab it like this. Alright? But that word investor is thrown around freely, you know. But you don't need an investor for what they got going on, you know. But let's keep going.
We are sitting here. I guess you guys know why.
Why, Ricky? You're like, hey, we need to get to the studio real quick. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, I've been getting a lot of fucking messages from people I don't even know, bro. Like, you know, why am I blocked? Why do, you know, am I owed this and that? And I just kind of just want to...
Where's my money?
You know,
my
listen,
money back?
I'm not going to come out here and jump out, you know, full out, you know. It's just a number of reasons that, you know, led me to my decision. And, you know, it just...
Let's tell the people the decision. What are we talking about?
To a point where you just, you know, you're not... I really didn't want to deal with it anymore. And,
tell
you know...
Tell them what the problem is. Or
so
what.
My thing is, I'm sure you guys know, we asked, you know, we separated ourselves from Kiki.
Check it out. So if they're investors, I watch the community, but I can't react to it because AD blocks motherfuckers from making money off his content, which I find that shit grimy as fuck. He forgot where he come from, you know, but that's his decision as a man, so I accept it, right? Shout out to AD. You know, we all do what we feel is best. But Kiki was over there saying that these fools didn't give him no offer money. It was just like, hey, look, I'll set up the podcast. I'll make everything look nice and dandy. You come over because you'll be the face. You just came from no jumper. You come over here and be the face. Let me tell you, if they offered me that, you know what I say? The same shit I told Swifty Blue. Let me wipe my ass with that. You don't do shit without a bag. Because you can do it yourself. You don't need nobody. So either give me a bag or don't talk to me. You know, and that should be for everybody. That should be for we all want to be compensated. We all want to be paid. Kiki is the one that's his face is more familiar with everybody because he's been on No Jumper. He's already has a podcast out of his pad. You know, if these fools approach him like, look, hey, I'll get the building. You know, I'll give you 30% like they said. You be the face. I'd have been like, cool, I'll take 30%, but I want 10 grand, 20 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand up front. Since you're an investor, you got it. So give me that up front, and then every month, therefore, after, give me 30% of the earnings. Or whatever the number is that they came across. But to not get a bag up front and only get whatever comes in monthly, when you're starting up monthly, there is no money monthly. You're talking about pennies on the dollar, quarters. You're lucky if you even see $100 a month. So why the fuck would you want to waste your time and do that? Some of us, and I'll say us because I'll put myself in that category. Some of us are not business savvy. Some of us don't know shit about numbers or contracts or reading. You know, I've been blessed to be able to do a lot of business in my time. So, you know, I won't say I won't be fooled, but it's harder to fool me because I've done a lot of business. But there's a lot of homies out there, black and white homies and Mexican homies that just don't really sit there to crunch the numbers or crunch anything. They just, where do I sign? You know. And sorry to say, but they be some dumb motherfuckers. But it happens to the best of them, you know, and even to the best of us. But let's keep going.
You know, he's no longer a part of the pop-up show. We're not going to sit here and discuss, you know, why or anything like that. He does have his own channel. So if you are a Skee fan, man, like, you know, ain't no hate involved, y'all. You know, he got his Skee TV channel, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, support him.
when it comes to the pop-up, you know, it's now going to be Ralph and I, and, you know, we're here to talk about what, you know, what comes in the future and stuff like that. But we want to make it very clear, you know, if you're owed money, trust me, it's money I didn't see. So
We're talking about interviews, right?
All right, so what he's saying right there is that Skeet charged some fucking wannabe rapper to come up here and do an interview, and he charged them, and Skeet didn't pay these fools their cut. That's the problem, okay? Skee took some money and didn't break bread up top. That's what this is, okay? So some rapper hit up Skee and said, hey, I want to be on the pop-up. What's up? And Skee said, you got to pay. This is how much I charge. They came up there. These fools didn't like it that he charged and got mad that Skee kept the money. Listen, I understand that. As a business owner, I understand that. I understand the part that, look, bro, you're not allowed to be taking money like that. It's not up to you. You got to make a decision with us three, and then we'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. I understand that. So if Skee started making decisions on his own, then he got to face the consequences. Now, I don't think it was good to just fire him or let him go. I think it would have been more of like, look, we don't get down like that. You know, let's figure things out so it don't happen in the future. And if you do charge, break off up top. That way nobody has an issue, and then we'll keep going, right? I heard that he charged, what, $250, $300 for that interview? I would have charged more. But that's what he charged. Now, Skee did go off to say that, you know, he wasn't getting paid because he ain't got no money. That he's rolling around in a flat tire. All these things, right? Which are life situations, life problems, right? But that ain't these fools' issue. That ain't their problem. Like, whatever the fuck you got going on, that's your shit as a man. It ain't these guys. But being that you guys all work together and these are your homeboys and they see you struggling like that and they don't break bread either, then it's, why would you want to keep people like that around you? I know it ain't the problem, but hey, homie, you know, you need a tire shop? I got a homeboy up the street. Just tell him I sent you. Don't trip, he won't charge you. You know? Or hey, you need a couple of bucks to get you through the week. Here you go. I mean, these are things that real homies do. You know, not broke boys, not bums. You know, real homies. And that shit nowadays is rare. So I guess these fools didn't get no money from that interview. And now that's a problem, and that's why they fired him. So let's keep going.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. Just, you know, please don't message me. If you want a chance to get your interview back here, you could come here and sit down and we'll put you on an interview all day long. But, you know, please, man, the messages and shit.
Yeah, or I got flooded today. So-and-so owes me an interview. I dropped some money. I need a reimbursement. So I guess that's what this emergency,
you know, meeting's about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just, you know, this decision, it was made up last Sunday evening, you know. You know.
Hold on, let me stop this right here. The fool with the camel said that they blown him up over the phone. Some dude was asking for his money back. That dude asking for his money back, man. If you listen, if you drop $250 and you didn't get your interview, take it as a loss, my boy. Quit complaining and crying on the internet. You sound like a bitch. Simple and plain. Out here crying for $250. Chalk it up as a loss. Charge it to the game. Move on. You know, out here whining and complaining and fucking acting like a hood rat. Yeah, I know it's $250. I know that. But you know how much more you're going to lose in this game trying to make things happen? A shitload more. Out here crying about it and looking weak as fuck isn't going to do nothing for you. I hate motherfuckers that be penny pinching like that and whining like little bitches. Look, if I ever took a loss in the game, That's it, bro. It's done. I ain't talking about that shit. I'm moving forward and trying to get some more money. Fuck sitting there complaining gonna do. You know? But from what I heard, Kiki did the interview. The fucking fuckboy that paid the $250 didn't like the way the interview came out and wanted a refund. What kind of bitch shit is that? This ain't fucking Walmart. Just walk in the line and say you want your money back because for whatever reasons. Get the fuck out of here, homie. Like, look, you gotta pay. You gotta pay. You know, all this hard work don't come for free. You know? But let's keep going.
I just came to a conclusion, and then Monday morning, you know, we had our discussion, and, you know, we parted ways. So here we are, the pop-up.
Still alive.
You know, still alive. And, you know, and you know, to keep it, 100 and respectful to everybody, man. If you're here for entertainment, if you're here for something to watch
the car accident.
We're here, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of someone else or other people and you choose not to watch us, we respect that as well. You know, we're not here to compete with anybody. You know, our mission here is, I guess we'll just put it out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some raw, real ass gangster stories, you know, and it just, you know, real life shit that we want to.
Real raw life gangster stories. Southside Storiez. Tune in. We got real motherfuckers over there still going through that shit. But listen, I'm gonna kill this video right here. Let me tell you what I think. And remember, all these are my thoughts. Nobody else. This ain't really what happened. This is what I think, right? I think that Skee got fired from No Jumper or laid off, whatever the fuck, right? And was doing his own thing. These fools were trying to build their podcast. Saw Skee. Say, you know what? Let's reach out to him. Let's rent a building. Let's put everything in there and let's bring him over, right? And Skee saw an opportunity to grow himself, right? And said, fuck it, I'll do that. Came over, did his thing, right? That's why you saw T-Rail, you saw Sharp, you saw Flacco, you saw everybody from the No Jumper come over to this podcast. And they came over willingly because of Skee and probably didn't pay or get paid to be on this podcast, which should be a blessing to everybody from the pop-up, right? Because I guarantee you that if I call T-Rail, that was going to be like, hey, fool, I charge a bag, I need 10 racks. Understandable, right? But if Skee works right here with me and Skee's right here and he calls T-Rail, he'll be over here, no charge, okay? And these fools saw the opportunity to fire Skee and say, you know what, now's our chance. This is the reason. Boom, get them out of here. And now they keep the pop-up rolling. They already got all the videos of all these dudes that already been on the pop-up. Everybody knows the word pop-up. Everybody already knows they're around. So it sort of cements them in the podcast game. And Skee's left out in the cold. And listen, I'm not sticking up for Skee. I'm not sticking up for these two guys. I don't give a fuck about any of them. I'm just giving you guys my Southsider reaction. Now, shout out to Skee, you know, but I don't think he should have ever took these fools up on their offer if he did not get a bag up front. Okay? The bag up front is for you to get your shit together. For I can, you know, cover the rents a couple of months, buy myself some new gear, get a new whip, you know, or an alright whip, and just be stable to be able to focus on the show and make the show blow. But if you don't get a bag up front and you're still struggling, how the fuck can you give the show 100% focus? It just can't happen. So check it out. Much success to the pop-up. I hope they don't take this as disrespect, but if they know anything about Blue Devil and the Hater World, we very unbiased and we call it how we see it, regardless of your feelings. Yeah, if you get into your feelings, then you're not a real man. Simple and plain. Check this out. People talk shit about me all day and I don't give a shit. It is what it is. I can't control what another man does or what another man says. Okay? So salute to everybody in this video. Once again, shout out to Skee. Shout out to these two guys, the pop-up, the whole works. Hope they make it big. I hope they do whatever the fuck it is they're out to do. And once again, I'm going to kill this video relay and call it a day. I'm Blue Devil. This has been a TheHaterWorld production, and we out.